Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Started.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. All out of space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. rushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
What a throw on first down, first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes! They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it up to 13.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to the ground. The Ducks will keep this drive going. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They got the guys in the backfield. They could do it.
And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on fourth down. Got it behind the line. It's Dickey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 21 to West Virginia. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Moore will throw. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Ducks in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's low. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Line getting set on second down. Tight end now in motion. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go with the direct snap. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Snags it on the right. Off and running. It's a running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. This time on target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's slow. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly.
Picked off to stop the threat.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that route.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Hand off from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense. Understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
3-25.
They want to throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. Kearney on the Jets.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stepping up to help this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's throwing and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Skips away from pressure. Finding an escape route. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Here's a heat. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Moore to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere